Okay, it's time to take a look at the answer to the big question. Does electricity or electric discharge create the vortex or tornado that we see? And here I have an anode on top, a cathode on bottom. That's positive on top, negative bottom, DC discharge. And I'm going to use the variac just simply as a switch. It's set at about 60,000 volts here, you'll see that. And we're just going to turn the current on and turn it off, and we'll see what happens. And we'll add the smoke to it. Let that kind of get up there first, if it will. And you'll notice when we get the smoke up here to both of them. When I turn the current on, you'll see that you get a rotation around, almost individual rotation around anode and cathode that are not in relationship to the axis. They're perpendicular to the axis of the discharge. So you can note by that almost barrel roll in the center there. Here, I'll do it again. We got smoke in there. You see the rotations around anode and cathode are counterintuitive. They don't rotate the same orientation as the axis between them. And so we'll take a look now at how this does work for vortex. Okay, here we have the electrodes turned down and over what I'm going to say a third conductor. Actually, it's a piece of glass, which is an insulator, but this allows, what this does is isolate the anode and cathode rotations and allows them to become independent vortex creators, if you will. And so I'll turn on some smoke here. And this is an ultrasound fogger, so this is pure water vapor here. We'll get that started, and we'll see what happens when we put juice to it. Now I'm going to set the variac here at about 50,000 volts. And again, all I'm doing is turning this on and off. I'm not actually doing anything here. This is electricity, and this is what it does. You see the rotation is visible around both, and so this actually, in my opinion, explains all weather is electrically driven, and these pressure systems are a result of that. You can clearly see a lot of the anomalies in our weather show up right here. Just like they do in the atmosphere. We'll turn this off. Again, it's at about 60,000 volts. We'll switch it on. And you can clearly see, you get a magneto-dynamic effect in the same way you do with the water tests. And not to mention, you have the emergence there in the center, the convergence area, where all your forces are present to create a tornado right there. And you can see now on the cathode side, starting to ionize the plate, the glass plate, capacitizing it. You can see that acts more like the low pressure side, where the anode's acting more like the high pressure side. Slowly above 60,000 volts. If you turn it up completely, you can erode the entire process. However, kind of see one almost feeding into the other, similar to what we see on the Earth wind map. Again, I'll just shut it off. There you go. So I hope that helps to understand the processes needed to create the vortex, and they are present in the electric discharge. And they're present on both sides of it, the anode and the cathode. However, they are independent of one another, similar to Magneto-Dynamics.